My name is Steve Sluter. I'm at Cynthiana Vision Center. I'm a patient of Dr. Cypress. About a month and a half ago, maybe closer to 2 months, Dr. Cypress diagnosed me with cataracts, which kind of took me by surprise because I thought I just needed new glasses. And after she told me I needed surgery on my eyes, she asked me if I had a preference as to where I'd like to have the surgery. Since I didn't really have an answer to that, I answered that with a question, and I asked her, if you needed cataract surgery, where would you go? And her answer was Commonwealth Eye Surgery. I was immediately impressed when I went in the building with all the preparedness they had for COVID and protecting everybody during this pandemic. I mean, yeah, even to the point where they tell you to bring your own ink pen to, just further make things safe for everybody. I guess I was amazed most by the fact that everything was so seamless. Over the years, I've seen several doctors on different occasions, and I was really impressed with, there was no long wait time in between, the testing and meeting with Dr. Ferguson, and it kind of surprised me. It was 2 busy hours, but there was not a lot of wait time, and I thought that was rather impressive. I liked how organized everything was. So we finished the testing, and Dr. Ferguson came in and talked to me, and of course, being as nervous about having eye surgery as I was, I probably asked him more questions than anybody else that day, but he was very patient with that, and he didn't leave the room until he knew I had no more questions. I have to say, hindsight being 2020, I kind of laugh at myself now about how nervous I was, because the surgery itself is basically nothing. I mean, they prepped me and they took me in there, and I opted for the laser surgery, so they took me into the laser room first and broke up the cataract, and I couldn't even tell they did anything when they did that. And they brought me back out. A few minutes later, they take me into Dr. Wertz, and who's another super doctor. And I mean, you're conscious enough that you know they're doing something, but you don't really feel anything. I mean, your eyes numb, and I mean, it seemed like a matter of seconds. I guess it was a few minutes, but I mean, it was over quickly. It amazed me, after I got the second eye done, the same thing that they told me on the first eye, it'd take a couple days, and 3 days, and I was, I described it to Dr. Cypress as seeing in high definition. I mean, it just, the brilliance of colors and being able to drive without glasses. God, that was wonderful. But, I drive for a living, and, a lot of that driving is in the dark. And that was the biggest problem that I was having, was just, oncoming headlights, the glare coming off of the headlights, especially if it was raining, and all that's gone. I mean, it's awesome. I enjoy night driving again, and I was really at a point where I was kind of questioning myself in the evening, especially if it was raining. And that's probably the one thing I enjoy the most, is, not having any hindrance when I'm driving. My advice to anybody that's a candidate for eye surgery, or needs some type of surgery, I would highly recommend Commonwealth Eye. I mean, everything that took place there with me was top notch. It was organized, and I don't know who put their plan together, how they move people through there, but somebody put some serious thought into that, and they did a good job. My hat's off to them.